Hey, good afternoon, friends. Today is Sunday, November the 3rd, 2024, and the time now is 2:01 p.m. So I just want to provide a brief remark concerning a situation in the D.R.C Congo. So this pertains to a military aircraft that basically crashed in one of the regions in the D.R.C Congo, basically at a military base or a military outpost. It is said that the aircraft or the plane, whatsoever, however you want to say it, was attempting to land and then it crashed. Now, the authorities have not decided or they have not figured out the reason for the crash. However, my question here is, was this crash the result of a foul play or just a technical issue? Because when the plane crashed, all who were on board on the plane died. The pilot died, the co-pilot, and also the technician. All three of them died. For the D.R.C Congo, it is a country that has been going through a lot. The D.R.C Congo has been going through its own genocide, where due to the weakness of the government, the army, due to the destabilization of the country and the region, and what Africa has been going through. Also, given the fact that the D.R.C Congo is a rich country and its resources are needed by the rest of the world, especially the richer and most powerful countries. They are basically funding the unrest in the Congo, to the point where recently we almost saw a coup in the Congo, basically a failed coup, where some gunmen shot at the presidential palace, they stormed the palace, and some of them were captured and killed. About three of the participants were American citizens who were actually sentenced to death to be executed. However, the United States government has appealed the sentence. Actually, we have not heard anything about the fate of these men. And I did stated that the US government was either going to try to get them out prior to the election, which in this case would have been good for Kamala Harris if there was to be a debate with or against Donald Trump, in which she would have pointed to the fact that the United States had prevented the execution of Americans on foreign lands. But also, I stated that perhaps the United States would have tried to make a deal so that the sentence of these three Americans would be pushed to a later date, at least so as to not impact the election result. Basically, let's say the Congolese go all out and execute these Americans prior to the election. Joe Biden's terrible records as of now would have been sealed. So perhaps the Americans worked out deals with the Congolese so that the sentencing, whether the execution, which I think would not happen, but a reduction of the sentence, maybe these guys might serve like few months to a year as a means for Congo to look strong or tough, or as a means for Congo to be seen as standing up to the United States and not letting the United States evade its laws, its rules and regulation. This means by delaying the sentences, it would not impact the American election in a negative light for the Democrats, Joe Biden and or Kamala Harris, who is now the front runner for the Democratic ticket. But in terms of the crash in the Congo, the three men who died are said to be foreign nationals. So, since they are foreign nationals, can we then say that this plane actually crashed because of technical reason? Can we say that there was a foul play? Maybe the military themselves bombed the planes. Maybe these three foreign nationals were doing some illegal stuff in the D.R.C Congo, which many Africans and many around the world know as of now that foreign nationals, and even recently and further back, the United Nations personnel have been accused of wrongdoings in the Congo, in which they had been or in which they are basically transporting resources, raw materials, diamonds and golds and so on from the Congo. Now, friends, I just want to highlight this new development in the Congo or this recent development in the Congo. Therefore, This video that you're watching is the first video for the playlist series, Domestic the Congo. If you are watching this channel, The Echoing Voice, for the first time, this is how it is set up. Each country will have about 2 playlists. One playlist is titled The Country's Name and the other Domestic the Country's Name. The Country's Name playlist will feature videos, programs, or talks that basically highlights the country's geopolitical position and its interaction with countries in its region and the rest of the world. And the playlist Domestic the Country's Name will basically feature videos, talks, or programs or ideas that focus primarily on the domestic situation of the country. Whether we are talking about economics, infrastructure, security issue, food, transportation, education, and so on and so on and so on. So this video you're watching is going to be under the Domestic D.R.C Congo playlist. Now friends, I'm going to end here. I want to thank you for being a member of the Echoing Voice community, and I want to thank you also, my friends, a lot for watching the Echoing Voice. Peace.